What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrubby here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having an incredible day. I know I am. If you are, be sure to press the like button. Otherwise, no joke, no scam, a chef will break into your kitchen and cook your dog. Yeah, that's right, guys. I'm not playing games out here. I talked to Gordon Ramsay himself, and he signed off on it. So yeah, press the like button. Otherwise, it's going to be a very awkward Thanksgiving dinner. Ooh, that'd be weird. Anyways, as you guys can tell from the title of today's video, today we're going to be talking about a savage teacher. Now, this story is actually one that a friend of mine told me who went to a different school, but nonetheless, I thought it was super entertaining and thought that you guys would enjoy it. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about today. So, without further ado, sit back, relax, and... what's this? Something's in my way. I can't see my screen. Oh, it's just my merch? Wow. Dang, isn't it funny how that got there? Anyways, let's get into the story. 3, 2, 1, shabam. So, you know, your senior year of high school is a pretty easy time of high school. You don't have much going on. Chances are you're going to graduate if you've made it this far, and to be honest, most of the teachers don't really care too much either, just because their job is to make you pass a bunch of easy classes so you can finally graduate. So, you know, for the most part, your senior year of high school should be one of the easier times you have in school, to be honest. My senior year, you know, I almost didn't graduate because a teacher was really on my butt, but regardless, most of the time people have an easy time graduating, and my friend goes to one of these schools that's known in the Las Vegas Valley as being super smart, and like everyone graduates. You know, it's rare for people not to graduate from this school. So for the most part, their senior year was more of a joke. Like everyone was doing whippets of Cool Whip in the bathroom and double dabbing on all the haters because you could literally graduate with the blindfold on from this school. But regardless, some kids take their senior year very seriously, you know. They're the type of kids that are begging for more homework for some reason. Like, they're the type of kids sitting there, excuse me, Mr. Jones, I do not feel adequately prepared for the test on Friday. And Mr. Jones is like, it's a test about your name. You literally write down your name and you get an A. How are you not prepared for that? Well, sir, I just feel like maybe a study guide or a piece of homework to help us remember. It's your name, Jim. Shut up. Just write down your name. It's nice and easy. But for some reason, whenever you go to a really good school, there's a lot of kids like that too who take their education very seriously. So whatever, it's my friend's senior year, and most of the time in class, they want to just be goofing off and having a good time because that's what senior year is supposed to be about. But I guess in a couple of his classes, he had this kid who I'm going to name Melvin for the story because Melvin just sounds like a kid who wants to ruin everybody's fun, you know? And I guess Melvin was one of these kids who begged for more homework and begged to be better prepared for tests even though they were super easy to pass, and everybody just kind of was annoyed with Melvin because he was just cramping everyone's style, you know? Everyone else is trying to sit back and relax, and Melvin's out here like, excuse me, sir, if I do not have 47 study guides, then my mom will actually be suing the school and making you lose your job. So whatever, all year they're kind of just putting up with Melvin whining about not getting enough homework and whining about how they're not being prepared for college and whining about all this stuff. And to be honest, if you're 18 and you don't feel prepared for college, then chances are you shouldn't go because college don't play no games, alright? But regardless, all year they're putting up with it and nobody's saying anything because they don't feel like Melvin's coming from a bad place. They feel like Melvin's just one of these kids that doesn't get out much, doesn't have many friends, and therefore they don't feel like they should make fun of him. They're kind of like, we'll let it slide. Melvin's just a weirdo. No one really knows why Melvin's such a weirdo, but hey, he's really weird, and it's easier to just not fight with him than it would be to actually start arguing with him and trying to prove to him that it's ridiculous to ask for more homework. But it's about 3 weeks before school gets out, meaning that the festivities are in full swing. There's like senior ditch day, senior field day, all the fun stuff you get to do that you've been waiting 4 years to do where you really don't have to do any work. So one day my friend is sitting in his math class just chilling, billing, doing some algebra, doing what all the kids do. Sick math problems, you know. I don't know about you, but I wear my Supreme shirt to math class just so everybody knows that I'm really cool and can do math really quickly. It's a real classic. But whatever, they're sitting in math class supposedly having a great time, and field day's coming up, and I guess as they're standing up to go outside and have a good time, and for those of you who don't know what field day is, it's literally a party that gets thrown on your football field where you just kind of hang out and go down a slip and slide and like you just have a good time. But regardless, I guess before they get up, Melvin stands up and looks at the teacher and says, you know what? You've been a terrible teacher all year. You haven't taught us a thing. I don't feel prepared for college, and I refuse to let us go to field day. We're going to sit down and learn as a class. Otherwise, my mother will be coming down and causing problems. Which, first of all, man, I'm sorry that you feel like you haven't adequately learned this year, but you're not locking down the whole class, big dog. Like, hey, you don't really get to control what other people have to learn. So whatever. My friend kind of looks at Melvin and says, hey man, you know, if you want to stay back and learn, that's great. I'm gonna go to field day. Like, I'm gonna go have a good time. And I guess Melvin acts like my friend actually spit Kung Pao chicken into his Powerade or something, because he looks at my friend and goes, and this is why you're going to be a failure in life, because you prioritize having a good time over actually building fundamentals that are going to lead to you being successful. So my friend kind of looks at this kid and is like, look, dude, you're taking this way too seriously. I want to go have fun as a senior. If you want to stay here and learn more math, you can do that, but understand that this is why nobody took you to prom, because you're a loser who insults anyone whenever they disagree with you. And Melvin lets out a ree that could be heard across the world. I'm pretty sure that same day in my school, I heard a ree from like across the universe, just because the level of triggering that apparently does to Melvin is off the charts. And he starts insulting everybody. He's telling girls that they're ugly and their only hope for actually having success in life is to marry rich because they're too stupid to do it on their own, and how all the boys in his class are too obsessed with sports to actually do anything with their life, and no one's ever gonna hire them to do anything. And keep in mind, Melvin is saying all of this while being like 5'2" and begging to stay inside of a math class, alright? Like, sure, Melvin, you're smart, but you're also saying that you're so dumb that you can't understand high school math without someone explaining it to you like a child. So I don't know why you're calling other people stupid and saying they won't be successful, but it's not coming off too great. You're kind of looking like a giant douche canoe that nobody wants to hang out with. So the entire class is kind of flaming Melvin right now. They're saying this is why he never gets invited to parties, and they don't know why he's insulting them because they've never been anything but nice to him. And Melvin has this smirk on his face like, I win. And he says, well, better get comfy because we're learning math today. I'm refusing to leave. And everybody kind of looks at each other like, does Melvin actually think he's in charge around here? And at this point, the teacher finally stands up after watching Melvin get roasted. And as you know, everyone knows that teachers are secretly the most savage people in the class because they have to grade your papers. They've seen a lot of things. And he gets up and he looks at Melvin and he says, honestly, Melvin, I am shocked that you made it into this advanced math class because the amount of help that you need makes me understand that you are 100% not ready for college and never will be. So how about you let your classmates go enjoy their good time and sit down and revel in the fact that if you make it through more than 2 years of college, I will be shocked. And yes, I am expecting a call for your mother because I insulted you. But remember, making your mommy call everybody that makes you upset isn't going to help you get a job or actually succeed in the real world. So you might want to think twice before getting your mommy to come yell at me. Because shockingly, when you graduate, what your mommy says doesn't matter, and I'm still going to have a job. And apparently the look on Melvin's face was one of pure shock and fear before he said, that's it, I'm calling my mother, and ran out of the class. The teacher looked at the rest of the class and said, I'm probably going to regret that when I'm getting yelled at by my boss, but, you know, you kids go enjoy field day. Don't let that kid get you down. And remember, if you have to whine about being in a math class that it's too hard, maybe you shouldn't be in the math class. And then says, and this is one of the most savage parts, because honestly, the only person not passing this math class is him. Literally every other one of you guys at least has a B. So it's showing that he's clearly the non-intelligent one. I wouldn't worry about you guys succeeding in life. You're gonna be just fine. And I don't know about you, but that might be some next level savagery that I've ever heard come out of a teacher's mouth. You guys are good, your classmates are stupid, turn around, you'll be fine. Like, excuse me, Mr. the Sir, but you get a salute from me. I am currently standing on my tippy-o's in a full salute for you destroying the cringe lord that was Melvin. So whatever, everybody goes out and is enjoying field day, partying, sitting back, relaxing all cool, shooting some b-ball out by the pool, and apparently Melvin and his mom pulled up like halfway through field day, and everybody could tell that Melvin's mom was ready to cause World War III because somebody said that their baby wasn't that smart. And shockingly to all you moms out there, chances are your kid's not special. Wow, I know it's absolutely incredible, but sometimes your kid might not just be good at math, and coming and yelling at the school is just gonna make you look like a crazy person. Regardless, my friend's teacher is a national American hero. In fact, I propose a national holiday be named after him, which is Cringe Be Gone. I think destroying cringe is one of the most powerful, brave things that a man can do in this country. And yeah, my friend had an incredible field day, had the time of his life, pulled into class the next day with the teacher sitting there smiling and said, I got suspended for 2 days, but trust me, it was well worth it. And the day after that, took 2 days off, came back, and Nothing was ever said again. Apparently, Melvin would just show up and be like, meh, and look all snooty and pissed off, which didn't help him being likable. Like, I still don't think Melvin ever understood that people aren't gonna like you if you just whine about how you're not learning enough in class every day and try to call the teacher and everyone around you an idiot. Like, just a tip for all you guys going into high school or going into middle school or whatever. If you want people to like you, you don't call them idiots who aren't going to have a bright future. Generally, that makes people do this thing called not like you. Yeah, I know it sounds like rocket science, but as you can tell from people like Melvin existing, sometimes you just kind of miss the memo and don't understand that people liking you makes high school way more fun. Being known as the weird kid who yells at everybody, yeah, definitely going to be a rough 4 years. But whatever, Melvin ended up going off to college. Nobody ever really saw him again. I bet you his mom still does his homework to this day. And yeah, on that note, guys, that's gonna do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to press the like button. Let me know in the comments section down below what you thought of the video. Check out the merch if you want. If you don't, that's fine too. I just kind of think it's a funny joke to plug merch. I feel like Logan Paul out here. Today's notification shout out goes to the one, the only, DeFranco20. He's an absolute G who's got the notifications on for the channel, and I really appreciate it. If you want a notification shout out, all you gotta do is send me a screenshot on Instagram of you with notifications on, and I shout somebody out every day. But on that note, don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. I'm out. Peace.